Good morning. Trigger alert. This is going to be about sexual abuse and sexual trauma. So I just want to put it out there. I have experienced a significant amount of sexual trauma in my life. I'm not going to get into that right now. However, the point in me saying that is I was able to repress a lot of it. So while I know it happened, I don't remember specifics or how it felt. And that's because, my mind was able to disassociate in a way that didn't trigger like a multiple personality type of thing, but it was able to remove me and take me away from the physical trauma that I was experiencing. So my earliest memory is 8, and I'm 44. But prior to me realizing about this repression, I thought the first thing that happened to me happened when I was 12. I'm saying that to say this. I think that while you may not call it trauma, we've all experienced some form of sexually inappropriate behavior. When I first started to develop, I don't know if you can see, I got a whole lot up here, okay? And I've always had a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? It just, out of nowhere, I had boobs one day, and it went from like an A to a C cup by middle school, and I was in double D's by high school. Boys used to chase me and touch me, and I knew I didn't like it. That's all I knew, because I'm an 80s baby, 90s raised me, so we definitely did not talk about these things. And you go further back, they definitely didn't, so I feel like because it's not being talked about, because people are not saying that that is sexual harassment, that's sexually inappropriate behavior, that's molestation, it is. I don't think that people are really aware the way they should be or could be. Definitely not when I was a kid, but definitely not now either. With all the access we have and everything that we know, we turn a blind eye. We still blame the victim. And in thinking about these things, it made me think about the Oedipus complex as one thing. It's another thing I want to get into as well. But the Oedipus complex. Why is the kid wrong? Because the kid is deemed as the pervert or the inappropriate one, because supposedly the kid lusts after the parent. I don't think that's true. And if it is, it's because they were sexually assaulted. I don't think kids naturally lust after adults. I don't think that kids naturally pursue relationships with adults. I think that I know that adults are sexually inappropriate with children. Now, the reason that some of y'all pervs won't own that you're a perv is because you think if you don't put your hands on them directly that you're not doing that wrong. I.e. the people that watch child pornography. So you didn't record it, you didn't post it, they're not your children. So you think that you're not as bad because you're watching it. Y'all need to look up the word complicit, okay? You're just as bad, equally terrible, okay? So it made me think about like things that are okay or were okay. Like who said it was okay for kids to experiment sexually, to be kissing each other, to be playing doctor, to be playing house, to do things as long as they're not having actual sex? Who said that that was okay? Because to me, it's something that adults coerced kids into, which is another form of pornography, the live version. Taking pictures of kids. I remember that, my guardian took pictures of us, right? Naked in the bath. It was supposedly innocent. It always seemed weird to me, but as I got older, I would say, today they would call that child pornography. So you think about the adult who took the picture, what's in their head, what they got going on. And even if it is innocent, right? Even if it is, the person who was developing the film, because back then you had to take your stuff to be developed, who was to say that that person, their interest was natural and normal, and they didn't have some type of perverse nastiness that they were thinking or things that they was doing with them pictures? I want us to start using our brains. I want us to start using our resources. I want, when you pick up your phone, for you to look up something that teaches you something, that helps you grow, that helps expand your mind and open your eyes. You better start questioning some of these things, because you do know better. So the expectation is that you're going to do better. You can't know the information and just sit on it, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm sharing it. I'm spreading it. I'm trying to bring awareness to people because I wasn't aware. I was walking around with my head in the clouds because I was raised to not question. And my daughter used to laugh at me like, oh, I know, Mom, I know. When you were a kid, you were obedient. I was obedient. The problem is I was obedient to the wrong people and to the wrong things. I was obedient to my parents who are not good people. And I'm going to leave it at that. I was obedient to my family, not good people, don't treat me right. And I'm able to walk away from them because I am an adult. But when you're a kid, you're stuck. So like I said, my mind created a space for me to go to protect myself from the pain and from the tragedy that I was actually experiencing in my family and my life. People look at me today and they have no idea what I've endured, what I've been through, to be this calm, to be this patient, and to just float through life. I've been in survival mode since I came out the womb. And I've been fighting and struggling to use my voice. People do not like the truth. So they try to shut it down in any way they can. And if they can't shut you up, then they try to change people's opinions of you. Be your authentic self, own your shit. What happened to me happened to me. It is not a hindrance. Because unfortunately, like I said in the previous video, it's the plot of a lot of families. A lot of families are doing incestuous, pedo type things and harming children. A lot of families. My story is not unique in that respect. And I'm talking generations and generations. See, the problem is that they stalk my videos and they watch it and they don't know who I'm talking about. So it throws them in a tizzy. And that's okay. It's okay. But again, what do you want to do? Because at any point you can say, I don't want to engage in this behavior. I know that it's illegal. I know that it's harmful. I know that I'm fucking somebody's child's life up. And i.e., I'm fucking mine up too. It's time for me to heal. Stay away from children if you can't control yourself. It's that simple. If you know you are a pedo, you know you are, because you know what you are attracted to. You know what you want to do with a child. Stay the fuck away from them. And if you can't, then go get voluntarily committed and get some treatment. Because if you don't, guess what? Everything that happens in the dark comes to the light, and you're going to be found out and you're going to be dealt with. Now, again, all of that to say, the Oedipus thing really pissed me off. Stop blaming these kids. The kids are not enticing you. The kids are not flirting with you. The kids are victims. And sometimes what confuses the victim and the predator is when kids start to go through puberty. Their body may like what you're doing because their body, not their brain, their body is changing. Their hormones are raging, and you are taking advantage of that, and they don't realize that that's why it might feel good and it's disgusting to them, and it confuses them. So it further shuts them down instead of saying, I really need to talk about this. I really need to do something about this. And odds are the same thing happened to you. And we're not even going to get into it, but I'm going to just leave this nugget here. When the person who offended you is of the same sex, and you may be curious, it fucks you up too. Be you, your authentic self, whatever that means. Engage in safe behavior with other adults, or deal with the wrath of God, or whoever you believe in. Deal with the law, because that's what's going to come for your ass. Keep your goddamn hands off of children and stop blaming them for your bad behavior. Like I said, I don't know what Sigmund Freud had going on, but I would say that he was a huge victim of some sexual abuse, or had witnessed some things that would make him say that a child actually lusted after their parent. And then guess what? The people who believe it, what y'all got going on? Because I just said recently, I used to think it was the stranger in the van too. It never was the stranger in the van. They make these things up, the boogeyman, the stranger in the van child. Those are the people in your family. Those are the people you go to church with. Those are the people at the school. Those are the people that coach your kids. It's the people we trust with our children that are violating them. And thank God nobody violated my daughter. But even the looky-loos, you know, when you're observing a child's naked body, you are to me, you're a perv. To me, you're on some pedo shit. When you're doing anything that makes a child uncomfortable and you don't listen to them about it. When you're making your kids go kiss adults and hug on adults and they say no, respect them. Kids see things you can't see. That's your problem too, trying to be control freaks. Sometimes we could be learning from children the same way we expect them to learn from us. I treat kids with respect. I have kids that I work with that are highly aggressive, highly assaulted, been arrested, punch holes in walls, may assault people, may assault their own parents, and guess what? Never put their hands on me. And it's not because I'm some tough ass. It's because I'm respectful. And when I'm not respectful, I'm mirroring somebody else's bad behavior to teach them a lesson. Don't let these glasses and degrees fool you. I'm nice, I'm never stupid, and I'm not somebody that can be taken advantage of. And the reason why, which is what people get lost on, is because I have been in so many situations where I had no say-so and I had no control and my body was violated. That's why I am how I am. Nobody's ever going to take something from me that I did not voluntarily give them. And the only thing I'm offering these days is wisdom and healing. And it's up to you whether you take that or not. And I'm okay. Either way, when I know I told the truth, when I know I came from a genuine place, and when I know I'm trying to be helpful, you cannot hurt me. And I say what I say because I know that there are other people who feel this way, who have been embarrassed, who have felt ashamed, who have felt like they have nothing and no one. I know that feeling and I know it very well. But I'm here to tell you, you still can be happy, you still can be successful, and you still can win. And this is a 12-minute video, and I know everybody is not going to watch it, but I hope whatever resonates for you sets in and puts you on a path to greatness. Because the difference between me and a lot of people is I do want everybody to win. I just know they can't.